Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to talk about how, according to Screen Rant, apparently April O'Neil is responsible for the creation of a major Ninja Turtle villain. This caught my eye. I had to read this along with you guys, so let's get this article read, shall we? While April O'Neil has been perhaps the greatest ally of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, she's secretly responsible for creating a deadly villain. April O'Neil's impact on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has always been overwhelmingly good, as she consistently uses her skill as a scientist and investigative journalist for the good of the team. But in one story, April inadvertently made one of the TMNT's deadliest villains infinitely more dangerous. While April O'Neil has always been significant with TMNT's lore, IDW publishing ongoing continuity upped the ante by making her one of the most influential characters in the established universe. Rather than simply being introduced as a journalist who needed rescuing by the Turtles, April first met with the Turtles when they were just, turtles. April was an intern at a laboratory responsible for refining the ooze that was first brought to Earth by Krang and the Ultrons. And Splinter and the Turtles were animals being subject during her time working there. Skip ahead up to after Splinter and the Ninja Turtles were mutated by the ooze, and April made it her mission to help them with anything they needed, as she felt responsible for them given the previous nature of their relationship. Over time, however, that feeling of responsibility quickly became mutual friendship, and April's decision to continue to be part of their family, no matter how dangerous the situations became, was made out of love, not obligation. In essence, April was the turtle from the very beginning, was with the turtles from the very beginning, and stayed by their side no matter what, though all of that support was nearly washed down by a preferable drain with one decision that seemed like a brilliant idea at the time. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue number 80, by Kevin Eastman, Bob Curnow, Tom Waltz, and Bram Refill. Why does Tom Waltz seem familiar? Like the name. If you guys know what Tom Waltz worked on, let me know in the comments. I would like to know. The Ninja Turtles are smack dab in the middle of the war between humanity and Triceratons. The Triceratons are descendants of mutated dinosaurs, specifically Triceratops, who were abducted from Earth by the Ultrons, so they came back to their original home planet to live among the humans in peace. Unfortunately, humanity didn't trust them and decided to eradicate the Triceratons instead of trying to come to a peaceful resolution. In the end, the Ninja Turtles were able to end the conflict by teleporting the Triceratons to a safe location on Earth, where they could bring society far away from human interference. And the person who got all the credit was Baxter Stockman, and it was all because of April. Since April and the Turtles used Stockman's tech to get rid of the Triceratons, it only made sense to make Stockman the face of the humanity's victory over the alien invaders. Plus, framing Stockman as the one responsible completely cleared April and the Turtles of any involvement in humanity's war against the Triceratons. Unfortunately, once the media were alerted by April of the news that Stockman essentially saved the world, he became the hero of New York. In fact, one reporter in a later issue point-blank asked Stockman if he would even consider running for mayor, given his popularity. Of course, in the current state of TMNT continuity, Stockman is the mayor of New York City, which makes him a huge asset to the otherworldly villain plotting world domination, the Rat King. Stockman's power of influence over the over New York City and its people are instrumental to the Rat King's plan to conquer the world, especially when it comes to get rid of the Ninja Turtles, without missing any red flags, legally speaking. Anything that the Rat King does in New York City can be covered up by the mayor, like the attack of no turtles, for instance, making it that more difficult for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to take down the Rat King and save the world. And it's all thanks to April O'Neil, who made the already dangerous Spectre Stockman even deadlier by accidentally making him popular enough to be elected mayor. Wow. Wow. Okay, so like, wow. I I feel for her. Like, wow. That is interesting. So like, by trying to help the turtles essentially, and by being a good person, she essentially fucked up and had the villains have the upper hand. Wow. Okay. That I wow. Just wow. Okay. Okay. that that um that is interesting. Anyways, what do you beautiful mutants have to say for this article? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. And I'll talk to you fellow mutants later.